Hello everyone and welcome back to more Going Local here with Porto, which is I'm getting used to saying, but yeah, we're back. We've gone a couple of months into the season and things are going, well, quite well. Yes, it's been a pretty interesting start to life here in Portugal. Of course, we didn't get any pre-season at all. Last episode, we took over and played our first game of the season straight away, but the players have responded quite well to the tactic. Things are going relatively well so far, it's fair to say. In fact, if there have been any negatives, really, they've come off the pitch. But anyway, transfers. First of all, we didn't get to make any before our first game in charge. We have made some now. Are they amazing? Are they game-changing transfers? Not really, but I mean, they nearly were. They could have been. But yeah, we've made a couple of additions to the side, as well as a few players departing. Sergio Oliveira, we recall last time, he said he wanted to leave. He's gone to Empoli for £3 million. That's a really good deal for a 34-year-old who can't run anymore. A few other players have gone out on loan, a few youngsters for a little bit of money. But we have made 3 signings to the team. I mainly said I wanted to get in a right winger. We have done that. Someone for midfield, didn't do that because there wasn't really many options. We have signed 2 centre-backs as well, which I didn't say I was going to do, but should have done really because we only had 3 first-team centre-backs. So I wanted to do something about that to help with the rotation throughout the rest of the season. So that is where we'll go to first. 2 centre-backs brought in. First of all, this man here, Regen Severin Fassbind, great name. He's not great in terms of star rating, but it's his attributes that really attracted me to him. I think he's really, got some nice things here. The heading is good. Everything else is pretty decent. Didn't cost very much money. £2 million from Alaves. They made a bit of a loss on him after just one season where he didn't do amazingly well in the second division in Spain. Yeah, he's not going to be starting. He's 5th choice, but just a reasonably solid backup. However, our main sort of backup centre-back that we have signed, he's going to be 4th choice, is Pedro Alvaro. Again, he's nothing to write home about. There's not many crazy options for us to get in for this kind of role. He's going to be 4th choice. We've got 3 very good centre-backs already at the club. We don't need anyone to really be contending with them at this stage. So just get someone else in to help out with rotation, injuries, this sort of thing makes sense to me. And the final signing we've made is not the one I wanted, not the one I was hoping would be done, but Jota has joined us, not Diogo Jota. The other Jota has joined us on loan from PSV, of course, back in Holland, where we just spent 3 years. And I don't remember him doing anything in that time that I saw, and I'm not sure what he's going to do for us here. He is not really that amazing. He's either-footed, which I like. Good dribbling, crossing's decent, finishing's not bad. The mentals need a bit of work. Physicals are not outstanding. He's not the quickest. But look, I felt what we needed was to have somebody else on the right-hand side to be able to not really necessarily compete with Orsolini, because Orsolini will be starting pretty much every game where we want to play our strongest 11, but to be there, we saw when we were at Feyenoord, they're the guys that get tired the most, so having a player off the bench to help out with that is something I wanted to do. We have a lot of good wingers who can play on the left-hand side. We only really have Orsolini who's particularly comfortable on the right-hand side, so I wanted to get someone else in for that, and Jota's the man we've ended up getting, as said, on loan, 1.5 million loan from PSV. He's not my preferred option. We have got an option to sign him on a permanent deal. Whether we do that or not depends on how well he does, which, he could be amazing, but he's had a little bit of an injury recently. He's apparently quite injury prone as well, but yeah, we'll see how he gets on. If it doesn't work out, it's not going to cost us much money, but it is overall a bit of an annoying signing. He was my 2nd choice behind this man. Yeah, this is the main source of my annoyance so far in my time here, Francisco Trincao. Now, this would have been really good. This would have been a man fully on par with Orsolini, really, potentially better than him in some ways as well. Certainly having 2 strong options there, in the same way that we have 2 strong options on the left with Depay and Diaz. We had a bid accepted by Norwich. I think it was £23 million. They've sold him to Everton for £19 million. Now, there are add-ons that could rise to nearly £30 million. Yeah, fine. But yeah, we had a contract offer accepted by him as well. He's gone to Everton for probably about £3,000 more than we offered him. At no point did Norwich or his agent come back and say, give us some more money. There was nothing from them. I thought everything was fine. And then he just went to Everton. So could be challenging for a league title here with Porto, but no, he's gone to Everton, mid-table mediocrity. I mean, they're currently in 4th, which is, I mean, all right, that's quite good. But he's barely played from the looks of things. Barely played. 2 appearances, 6.5 rating. So good luck to him. So anyway, that is what we have done. Not much. I don't think we need much. I think the squad we've got is pretty good overall. There's a few youngsters I didn't really notice who I think could do quite well for us in this season. And it's a season which, as you can see from the results, has been going pretty well so far. Obviously, last time we beat Martimo in our first game in charge. No real preparation for that one. We've since had a lot more preparation for the other matches, and we've had some pretty good results. A 4-0 away at Braga. Very good performance. Very good result. All goals coming in the second half. We don't score many early goals. That's something I've noticed. But Orsolini with another goal. Bodie with his first of the season. Depay with his first of the season. Diaz with his first of the season as well, as we got all 3 points there. Then a very, very crucial 1-0 win against Sporting. It was an own goal. We weren't amazing. Neither were they. Pretty average game. But to get 3 points from that one, very good. Reminded me of some of the games we played against Rangers back when we were at Celtic. A 5-0 win against Firenze as well. Very strong performance there. And then, some real sort of gutsy, grinding out result kind of performances in some of these games, which is what we need to do because Benfica are really good as well. But a 2-1 win against Porto, this was another battling performance. Well, we nearly threw it away later on. They got a goal back, and I thought we were going to drop some points in this one. We did hold on for all 3 there. Champions League group stage, 0-0 with CFR Cluj, not good. How we didn't beat them, I don't know. They had 10 men for 20 minutes. No idea. But then a 3-0 win against Chavez in the league and a 3-0 win against Chavez in the League Cup group stage straight after. And then one of the most baffling games of Football Manager I have ever enjoyed in my life. A 0-0 with Famalicão. I've no idea how this happened. I was a bit worried they were going to FM us in the end, looking at what's happened. They didn't have a shot all game, not a single shot. We had 36 shots, 17 on target, 3.16 XG. 3.16 XG, and we did not score. Did they play well? They played very defensively. They only had 10 men for the last half an hour. Still couldn't find a way through. The main reason was this man here in goal, Nakamura. Apparently, he doesn't look very good, but he took the magic goalkeeper juice and was able to keep everything we had at bay. Very annoying. 2 points dropped. Our only 2 points dropped in the league so far this season, though, so can't complain too much. That was then followed up by a fantastic 2-1 win against Atletico Madrid in the Champions League group stage. Brilliant performance, especially considering that Vitor Ferreira, who is Vitinha, the man currently or this season gone on loan at Wolverhampton Wanderers, is the same person. He got sent off just before half time, but we managed to actually take the lead through Orsolini. They got a goal back through Makuko late on, but we managed to get a penalty in the final second of injury time, which Mo and Boadu converted, and we ended up with the win. Good result there. And then most recently, very disappointing 2-2 draw with Estoril in the League Cup group stage thing as well. Yeah, it's like a group stage thing here, which, bit weird. But that's the situation there. We're top of the group. If we beat Martimo, we'll go through, which is great. Obviously not an important thing, but something we would like to try and win if we can. Here is the Primeira Liga table. We are top of the league, undefeated so far. We are 2 points clear of Benfica, who have managed to draw 2 games themselves against Sporting and Portimonense. If we'd beaten Famalicão, which we should have done, we'd have a little bit more of a buffer at the top. But, stranger things have happened. Of course, Benfica do have Thomas Tuchel in charge. It's a very different time for him in this save. Of course, no Champions League win with Chelsea. He got sacked after a couple of months. So with that all said and done, we have got 2 matches today. First of all, then, we will be playing Benfica's C team, not even the B team. It's the CB team. It's the C team. They're in the 3rd division of Portugal. All of the youth teams playing the lower leagues in Portugal, which is very, very weird to an Englishman, but is quite common elsewhere, isn't it? But anyway, so we will be playing them first of all in the 3rd round of the Taça de Portugal, a competition that we absolutely do need to win at the earliest opportunity would be the most convenient thing. And then after that, we have got Roma in the Champions League group stage. Of course, Miguel Cardoso, who got this job ahead of us, Not that I'm too bothered because I'm happy with the Porto job. Of course, replaced us at Celtic as well, so bit of a rival. Would be nice to try and beat him. Right then, don't really know what to expect from Benfica's C team particularly. We're going to go as full strength as we can, really, because I don't want any slip-ups at all at this early stage. We've rotated for the League Cup. The second 11 of players are not very good, so I don't want to take any risks at all, which means we've got Diogo Costa in goal, who has been pretty good so far. He's wanted by Barcelona, Real Madrid and Borussia Mönchengladbach, so yeah, he's staying for as long as we can keep him. The defence is going to be Dagba's been at right back. He's been pretty good so far. Onjene and Laite keep their place at centre back. Sanchez has come in at left back. Of course, new signing and done very, very well. We've got Borja is in defensive midfield for the time being. Castrovelli and Ferreira ahead of him. Orsolini is on the right hand side. He's had a bit of an injury but has played well when he's been fit. Depay as well, as you would expect, on the left hand side, doing pretty well. And up front it's going to be Alex Sorloth today because Boadu, who has not been great, but he recently got injured on international duty, so he cannot play in this one. Anyway, we'll give Sorloth a go and see how he gets on. But I'm expecting to win this game and make it through. There's quite a few rounds to get through. Let's avoid any sort of stupidity early on in this one. That would be preferable. It seems a bit weird that, I mean, like this is the Portuguese equivalent of the FA Cup. And yet they're all of the B teams and C teams who are in the league system, which I guess is why, get to play in this. I mean, there's often been talk of putting the Premier League B teams in the lower leagues, I suppose, but it's not something we've ever done in England. Not sure how I feel about it. It's certainly not them being in the FA Cup or anything like that. It's one thing than being in the Football League Trophy, but it's a different thing being in the FA Cup. Anyway, it's a packed house here at Benfica. No one's turned up. They're not bothered. Maybe we shouldn't have played such a full strength side, but yeah, I don't want any complacency at all from the boys. We're coming forward early on. Orsolini touches back to Borja, being very patient here, I think, as we may well need to today. We have had some issues as it falls to Memphis Depay. It's a one-handed save from the goalkeeper, and we get a corner. We have had plenty of issues so far with breaking teams down. I'm not sure we have necessarily the best sort of creative players from midfield, and I don't think we have the best strikers. I'm not sure who the best one is. Boadu's not impressed me particularly. Nearly half an hour gone against what is a third division side, and we've not found a breakthrough yet. Orsolini's in though, and Orsolini gets his 7th of the season, considering he was injured for like 3 to 4 weeks of the season. I think it did coincide with an international break, but he has been very good so far. He is seems to be a little bit of a class above. I mean, I think he just fell over, that man there. Who is it? Number 9. It's Sorloth. Literally just fell over in the build-up of that goal. But we have now found the breakthrough, and let's see if we can add to it. It's a foul on the edge of the box. It's going to be a penalty, apparently. We don't use VAR as much here in Portugal as we do in Holland. That's something I've noticed so far. But Depay to step up, and Depay scores. It's 2-0. I think we're going to make it through. Probably shouldn't have gone full strength, but this is such an important competition for us. I don't want to slip up. We're into the second half, and Vicini has just been fouled in the box. I don't know how to say his name. Ferreira, I don't know what we're calling him. Anyway, Depay's got another penalty to step up for his second, which he does. It's 3-0. We're looking very good. Very composed penalty on both occasions. Yeah, Vitinha, this is what confuses me, because he's just Vitor Ferreira outside of the games, but then in the games he's Vitinha, which is what he's called in real life. Well, that's what they call him at Wolves. So I don't know what to call him. We'll just say whatever. You know, if I say Ferreira or Vitinha, it's the same person. Corner in from Depay, who I'm about to take off because I don't want to get injured. Laite straight into the goalkeeper's gloves. We've not been very good from corners. He's scored 1 so far. We did better than that. Feyenoord. The days of this would be so much easier if we could do what we did at Celtic. If we had someone of the calibre of Christopher Julien to just put the ball in the net. The problem is Laite and Onjene, neither of them are particularly good at heading. But anyway, Orsolini on the right hand side pulls it back to Dagba. We're kind of toying with them a little bit here, and Dagba puts it in, looking for Depay, who gets a hat trick in the classiest way possible. His number's about to come up on the board. Diaz is coming on, but he seals the hat trick in fantastic style. What a finish from the Dutchman. We've got some very good players, and I think we have the makings of a very, very good team as well. Just need a bit more quality from our striking position and a bit more quality from midfield, and I think we could do very well indeed. And there we go. No one's here to watch it at all, but a comfortable win, 4-0, as you would expect, against the third division side. But no complacency at all. We make it through to the fourth round. Well, just checking the other results, and Benfica made it through, as did Sporting, as you would probably expect. But Braga have been knocked out. Braga, who not have an amazing season, but they've been knocked out by a second division side. So yes, slightly embarrassing for them. And the draw for next round, well, this decides what we're doing next episode, because we have been drawn at home, thankfully, but we've been drawn against Sporting, not their B team, regular Sporting, in the fourth round, which, great, really pleased with that one. Right, Champions League game against Roma, and the group is wide open because Cluj have just beaten Atletico Madrid. How? Seriously, Simeone's still in charge. I mean, that's a job losing result if I ever saw one. What? How has that happened? That's unbelievable. Well, there's still a lot of games to go, but if we can beat Roma here, then we take full control of the group. Of course, I do think winning the Champions League with Porto is obviously historically very possible, but it's less likely we're going to do that than we are the Europa League. So I don't mind finishing in third, but, well, we'll just see what happens. Couple of changes to the team. I'm going to drop Depay and Orsolini just because I want them to have a bit of a rest. So Jota comes in and Diaz comes in, and then Haidara comes into midfield as well because Vicina is suspended after his red card last time, but otherwise no changes. Let's just go straight into it and see what we can do. I mean, I'm already regretting dropping the two best players in our team, but I think our key to success this season domestically, which is the most important thing, will be to make sure that those two boys who are, in and around 30, Depay's 32, I think, Orsolini's 29, ensuring that they stay fit. Right, early bit of possession for us. Lete on the ball. I've switched him and Ongene around when it comes to corners just to see if Ongene does any better. Ball swung out to Diaz, who's not been great so far this season, but he takes a man on here. Can he find a cross in? He can. It's not an amazing cross, but he does find a player. Castrovelli's shot goes in, and Haidara is on hand for the rebound to dispatch that one, and we've got the lead. Good work from Diaz to sort of get a bit more space. It's a pretty intricate pass in, actually. Good work from Haidara. Back to Castrovelli. Falls back down to the former Red Bull man, and Haidara dispatches it away for an early lead, which has put us top of the group as things stand. Ball lofted forward, aimlessly given away, and instead Roma can counter. Pellegrini put it into Patson Daka, who has very easily scored that one. The pass from Pellegrini, absolutely outstanding. Didn't really look at their team, if I'm honest, which was very foolish of me. But yeah, we could have had this job, close to getting this job. Some very good players. Pellegrini's ball, I mean, that is outstanding. Daka looks miles offside there. Clearly he wasn't. Clearly he timed his run to perfection, and they're back on level terms. And could be taking the lead here. Corner for Roma. We've managed to get it away, but only as far as Wolf puts it back across for Chur, across Daka. Not convincing, but we get it away. Chur with another corner in, and this time Lite does get it away. And Sorloth can maybe break. I don't think he will, though. He's managed to get around one player. I mean, he is still going. Sorloth, planning a goal of the century, he's not kept it. Although Haidara has played him back in, and he's just run out of play. Free kick for Roma Chur to play it in. Again, Ongene clears this one away, but not far enough. Roma, the early goal conceded has kind of woken them up a little bit. But it's a pretty even contest. Diaz wins the ball back, and here comes Sorloth. He is he's going through. What's going to happen? That's going to happen. He's not very good, is he? Attributes-wise, he's really good. But he's not actually very good, is he? Half an hour gone. A free kick for us, which Castrovelli is going to take. Lines this up quite nicely. Can he find the target? He can't. Well, he wasn't far away. It's a good save by Strakoza, though. Corner played in by Jota, looking for Ongene. He doesn't even find him. Can't even clear the first man. Takes it back on himself, though. Brilliant tackle from Scotland's Aaron Hickey, who's injured himself in the process. Another corner for Roma, and it's a goal for Roma. Marish Kambula gives them a lead that has been coming, I think. Yeah, not great. Not great defending, really, from anyone. And they've used our trick against us. It's a short post, near post corner. And yeah, great. Down to second. My genius decision to drop our two best and most informed attacking players working really well. Will we see Orsolini and Depay in the second half? Probably. Will we see them both get injured? Quite possibly too. I'm taking Sorloth off. Some endeavour from him, but we'll bring on Okereke in his place. Chur with a free kick. It could be 3. It's not. We clear it away, but only as far as them. And this could, if this is 3, then, well, it's not great really, is it? Vila into Daka. It's a good effort, but Costa is equal to it. Right, we've reached the stage where Jota and Diaz have been so utterly dreadful. We're going to bring Depay and Orsolini on. Presumably just to sort of run around, not do anything, and then get injured themselves to just make the whole thing a complete write-off. But we'll bring them on now. Yeah, Diaz is the issue for me. I wish we'd signed Trincao. I wish he hadn't rejected us because I feel a lot happier. But anyway, here's Depay. Already a bit more endeavour from him. Here's Orsolini. Gets tackled. And it's probably actually going to be another goal for Roma. Roma just sort of playing it around very neatly, very nicely. There's still 20 minutes to go. There's time for us to rescue this and at least get something out of the game as long as Roma don't get a third goal. Here's Rafael Leao. Always scores against me. Nearly does there. Roma are looking quite good though. Looking quite good. This is the first time I've played a Miguel Cardoso team. And he is, I have an irrational hatred of him just because he replaced me at Celtic and then got this job, which seems a bit, it's not really his fault, is it? He didn't know. Well, we've been in this game, but we're not going to win this game. And Roma, you have to say, do deserve it. It's not great, and it's going to be our first defeat as manager of Porto. Perfectly timed with this episode, of course. That's how it always goes. Disappointing, but I'll say they're unlucky. They're not too bothered. Did I get the initial starting selection wrong? Yes, I did. But then, so does Pep Guardiola sometimes. It happens to the best of us, really. Group is finally poised, it's fair to say. So there we go. Not exactly ideal, but these things happen. And we will be continuing what has been a pretty good start to the season overall next time with, of course, that Taça de Portugal 4th round match against Sporting Lisbon, along with probably the Académica game in the league, if not actually probably it will be the Cluj game in the Champions League, because that could be really quite crucial. Also, they've got a train on their badge, that's nice, isn't it? Very nice badge. Anyway, that could be pretty decisive for the Champions League. And we shall see how things go. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you leave a like, make sure you subscribe as well before the next one. And I'll see you next time for more football. Champions League doesn't matter. It's the domestic competitions. That's what we're interested in. And they are going pretty well so far.